organic lemon from Mexico. I would not say an organic lemon from Mexico. Probably not even organic. Just trying to. Probably not even organic. Alright, we got a nice raw clove of garlic. We're gonna start with that. Heck yeah. We got a little sore throat today. We trying to mend the gaps here. Mend the gaps. Food Train Mike, everybody, welcome. We doing a blend. We're doing a blend. There. About there. Alright. Cut that garlic out. What do we got? How you doing, April Scout? Welcome. Food Train Mike, do food ASMR. I'm making a blend right now. We're gonna start off with the hydro water. This releases the hydrogen atoms into it. If you can, please sub. I'm cutting up the garlic now. Now remember, when you cut the garlic, you want to let it sit out about a good, I don't know, about a good 10 minutes. They say 10 to 15, 10 minutes is fine. Even if you do it 5 minutes. It just allows the atlanticin to proliferate a little bit more when you let it kind of sit out like that. I'm gonna cut some garlic. Hope everybody's doing well today. How you doing, Giovanni Smith? Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. I'm trying to make a little blend here. Now I did 1.5 lemons yesterday, and that was really tough. I already drank a hydro water this size. I added lemon juice in the glass jar, you know, the pasteurized kind. Added 3 tablespoons of that, tablespoon apple cider vinegar, scoop of malic acid, and some baking soda. I drank that as I worked out today. And now we're going to go for the real blend. How you doing, Laura? How you doing, Cameron? Good morning, everybody. If you can, please sub up. Food Train Mike. We're going to show you a good blend to do. Good blend to do. Yeah, it's going to be a little more than garlic water. And if you can't follow, dude, you know, please sub up as well. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do. So we got the garlic cut. Garlic water is actually really easy. You can take like 4 to 6 ounces of water, cut the garlic up, put it in the water, put a little lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, malic acid if you want, switch it up and drink it. If you're on a time constraint. If you're not, what we want to do now, folks, is get down to the blend. And you know, Food Train Mike, you know, I do the food ASMR, but I also like to I also like to come on and show the blends. You know, I like to show the blends. Uh, I like to show different things. I learned a lot of this on YouTube. You know, it's all over YouTube. So I just want, and we're going to let that go again. Hydro water, everybody, check into that. Releases hydrogen atoms, supposed to be very good for everything. So, we'll see, too. And let me make sure I get this on right, because it spilled all over yesterday. And another tidbit for you guys. If you're looking for any extra energy and you want to stay away from caffeine, it's all over YouTube too. But methane blue is really good to use. Has a whole range of benefits. You may want to look it up. You may want to Google it. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I can't say if it's good for you either way, but it's good for me. And it's all over YouTube. And you can find it on Amazon. This was about 10 or 15 bucks. Pretty good blue. But yeah, that helps me. It's good for the mitochondria, the cell. And of course, a lot of diseases happen when mitochondria break down. So if you can build your mitochondria through different things, something like this is just a surgical dye. So when you go into a hospital and they inject the blue liquid in you, this is pretty much what you're drinking. And it's for research consumption, but however. All right, Jose. Jose, do me a favor. Yeah, meth would be alright, my man. I used to do a lot of ecstasy from like 99 to like 2000, late 98 to like little late 99. So I'm into all that. I was, but we're not going to snort meth, my friend. But if you can, please subscribe, Decoy. Yeah, I really don't like that comment. What's the difference between a black people and Batman? Batman can go a day without robbing. What do you think? Black people rob a lot, man? Well, what's your problem with black people? What's the problem with black people? Why don't you tell me that right now? Well, you think they rob? You don't think white trash people rob? Look at how many white trash pieces of shit out there that rob. Look at how many white people that do heinous things. Look at all the white people that assassinate people. Who assassinated King, a white guy? Who assassinated Kennedy, a white guy? Who assassinated Kirk, a white guy? You're going to tell me who blows up planes? White people, Arab people, whatever. Who does all that? Who kidnaps people? White people, sick people. Yeah, there's a few African Americans that do different things, but you got your facts wrong, my brother. Don't be coming on my channel saying any racist jokes about the black man, because they're superior. We all came from black. White came from black. I hate to say it to you. Africa was part of before the continental drift. Everything was connected. We all came from black. Europeans, everybody. We all came from black. So white came from black. So remember that, my people. So all you racist fucks out there that don't know nothing about the history of the beautiful African nation, who don't know nothing about what Africa was about, the kings, the queens, Samaria was the first people, and they were black. Jesus was black. Or yeah, he was a Jew, but he was a very dark Jew. So one could say he had black roots because what? Go right up from Africa, right into Israel. So we don't know what's going on, my people. So let me tell you something right now. Anybody that's racist out there, you're all just pieces of shit. Because you got to get beyond color. You got to get beyond all that right now. So you fucking idiot that said that, go fuck yourself. Literally, I don't like to swear on this, but dude, go fuck yourself. What's the difference between Batman and Robin? Batman can go a day without Robin or a day with Robin or whatever that stupid joke was. Go fuck yourself, man. Get the fuck off my channel. You don't deserve to be on here, you piece of shit. It's pieces of shit like you that have fucked up the whole world that we live in. What do you think about a little black girl who's 3 or 4 or 5 years old that's out with her mom or with her dad, having white people, having different people look at her, having her to feeling different, having her to go and say, Mommy, Daddy, what's wrong with me? Why are people looking at me like that? Why are people mistreating me like that? Because they're pieces of shit. They're godless. They're just filth. So get off my channel, man. You say that to my face, I'd break it. Unless you're underage, then please forgive me. But if you're an 18 and older punk and you want to come talk some racist shit, be prepared to get your jaw broken, man. Don't come on my channel spitting racist crap. This ain't what it's about. Alright? Don't do that bullshit. Sorry, everybody, but that just really ticks me off. You know? Yeah, I'm not getting rid of him. He can still be on here. I didn't get rid of him. Let him say some more stuff. I don't care. Let him spit it out. Doesn't matter to me. That's right. Cut ourselves open and we're all the same damn color. Yeah, nobody wants to know white really came from black, and it did. Look at your history. White came from black. I'm sorry to say it. Black didn't come from white. Black didn't come from white. White came from black. Remember that. Okay, because remember, there were black people, Africans, Sumerians, first people, dark. Then they migrated, Europe, everywhere else. They had sex. Mulatto people came. Okay, they had sex. Mulatto people came. There's other different nations, you know, that may have bred some white or however it worked. But white came from black. White came from black. Because they all started to procreate. And they all went up. And white migrated, blacks migrated, and I'm sure had sex with many white people. And then, of course, as you have mulattoes going in, and then you're having mulattoes now assimilating with more white people. Now more white people are looking more white because you're assimilating that, and the color is going down. But you do the genealogy. You know, there could be a lot of us with those traits within us, and we don't know what happened with traits and loss of traits and how things go. So, you know, I may be making some sense, I may be making none, but do the history, and if you really do it, you're going to find some stuff out, you know? Not too bad, everybody. You agree with me? You agree with what I'm saying, Adam? Grochowski? Well, everybody, please sub up if you can. We're going to do this blend now. Enough's enough of the bullshit. Freaking guy gets me all... I'm not even black, and I get offended. See how I get offended like that? When somebody calls a shot against a black person... African-American person, that's just all me. You know? That's just how we do here. Alright. So now, let's get the water in. Hopefully we don't leak. Alright, now since I already had some apple cider vinegar, we're going to add a little bit more of that apple cider vinegar to it. Please, everybody, sub up. Matter of fact, we're just going to pour it in like that. A lot of nice cider vinegar up in there. Now, this is what we're going to do. And I'm not even going to wash these babies. Well, you know what I do? This is the way I wash my fruits. Oh, sorry. This is the way I wash my fruits. Yeah, I get the mother. Yeah, that's called the mother. The sediment that you see is called the mother. I get that in there. Yeah, the mother gets in there. That there. Alright. So now, that's how I wash that. My little green apple here. Wash this puppy up there. That's how we do. Alright, so now, go one here, one here. And we're gonna do looks like we're gonna do the whole lemon here. Alright, it's gonna get a little loud, guys, so please forgive me on that. So the whole lemon goes in, everybody. Whole lemon. Alright? Whole lemon. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you so much. We're trying our best. Got a little upset because a guy came on spitting a racist joke against African American people, and I have no tolerance to that. I will not take any of that disrespect, and God forbid I was out and I saw a white person or any colored person pushing up against an African American, God forbid it be a woman and her child there, a guy and her child, or a man or a woman, I'd be front and center. I don't care how small I am, front and center to defend, because you know what? The reason why our world is the way it is because people can't understand differences and differences. Everybody has to be a certain way, a certain look, a certain persona, a certain color, a certain something to be accepted. That's bullshit. We're all the same people. We're all one of nothing. Whether you believe or what you don't, we're all, we're one of nothing, man. Stop looking at color. Get that over with, man. You should have learned that in the 60s, the 40s, the 30s, the 20s, the 1800s, the 19th. So get over it already. We're in 2025 right now. Embrace it all. Embrace every color and creed. And get your heads out your asses about that stuff. Flex up on that, right? Yeah. Flex up on that. That's why I wish I was black. Because if I was black, I'd be bigger. I'd be better looking. I'd have better bone structure. I'd have better skin. I'd look better. I'd have better style. I'd have a better voice. I might be able to rap. You know what I'm saying? I love the black culture, and I wish I was a black man. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I am black. I'm stuck in a white man's body. I'm 100% Italian, 50% Sicilian, 50% Northern, maybe some way in that, and God knows what else. But I've wished I was black from day one, and from 1980 and beyond, I've been listening to hip hop, Curtis Blow, Nucleus, Houdini, Run DMC, Public Enemy, all the greats, NWA, Eazy, all of them. So let's get on with the blend. That's right, Chelsea. I am a tiny little man. 5'5", 135. No, 5'5", 120. That's right. I'm not. No, I'm happy with who I am, but I love to be black. I feel black people are better looking, better bodies. You know, better genetics, better color, more style, more, just the whole thing. And I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but that's just how I feel, and I'm being honest, and this is what America's about. So please, everybody, sub up. Let's get this blend going. Enough of this talk. This was supposed to be a blend today, not getting off the subject like this. Yeah, I'm 48 years old. 48 years old, and I said I had nothing wrong with white people. I said I have wrong with any color or creed that goes against any color or creed, whether it be white, black, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. I don't agree with any racism. And I'm sorry, yes, I am a small guy. I'm sorry you feel that way, but for a guy that's about 120, 125, we're doing all right. And I'm 48 years old. So please forgive me, everybody. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. But please, everybody, sub up. Not married now. I've been single since about 2012. I'm an ugly guy. I'll admit that. I'm an ugly guy. I've been an ugly guy my whole life. And I'm a little bit better looking now, but I'm still ugly. And at this age, I don't go out, I don't drink, I don't go to bars. So I really couldn't tell you. Thank you so much. Not anymore. I'm more aggravated by the way some of these people have been commenting on these lives. Well, West Cruz, get off the channel then, man. Yeah, I don't really care if nobody cares. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to go on to talk, to see if people do. And if you don't, get off the channel. I don't need you on here, so just leave. All right. Let me get to the blend. Sorry, guys. No, I don't do drugs. I smoke marijuana. I don't do drugs. This is just me hyped up. Had a good workout today. Took 400 milligrams of caffeine. Took a few rips. Now I'm doing this. I'm just a hyped up type of dude. How you doing? Yes, I am Grandpa. Nah, I don't live in my mom's basement. I actually rent. I have there's 5 guys that live upstairs. Well, 4 that live upstairs, and some that come in. So this is what I rent. They're one of them's a friend of mine, so I rent the in-law downstairs. So I'm not living at my mommy's house. As a matter of fact, if you go to my videos and you see videos that aren't down here that are in a different location, that's my parents' house. So I don't live in my parents' house. Well, all right. Chula, how are you today? And where are you from? You're about the most positive thing you said on here. I appreciate that. God bless you. My name's Mike. How are you today? I'm from Worcester, Mass. Where are you at? Oh, do I look gay? Oh, sorry. I'm not gay at all. I know I got a friend up there. They're just roommates, and I just rent from the bottom. What's up, my man? All right, I'm going to drink this up. Yeah, I'm not gay, my man. But hey, if you think I am, I really don't care. I can swing both ways. No worries. All right. Colorado, nice. Well, if you can, please sub up. Let me get to this now. These people distracted the hell out of me today. Thank you, Eric. Alright, alright, and I'm gonna add half of this here. And then we're gonna add the garlic. I normally do a whole lemon, but because I've been taking so long. And yeah, sorry, guy, I didn't mean to get hyped up. It's just one guy said something very, I'm going to read it to you. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, colloidal silver is good if you're still on there. Oh, yeah, so he said, what's the difference about black people and Batman? Batman can go a day without robbing. So that really pissed me off. Yeah, I've looked goofy my whole life. That's why I've never had any good-looking girls in my life. So thanks for telling me that, too. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's a funny joke, but it just, in the world we're living in today, I don't have time for racist pieces of shit. So if you're going to be a white dude, if you're going to be a cracker, and you're going to spit some racist stuff, then I'm going to have a problem with that. I'm going to have a big problem with that, because I'm not like that, you know? I'm not like that. I grew up, I had an uncle that married a black lady, and I grew up in a racist Italian family with a Nani and Papa that was very racist toward it, and it screwed up the whole family. And they looked at my cousins as half-breeds, and it was just stuff that made me sick. And I just can't tolerate that crap. I'm sorry. I cannot tolerate racism. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. And again, please, everybody watching, please sub up. Definitely appreciate. Yeah, I understand no one cares, honestly, but my brother, I'm on a live here, and this is my live. I'm spitting an opinion here. Yeah, no one cares, honestly, right? But look at the world we're living in. No one cares. There's people protesting every day. There's people getting shot every day. There's people dying every day. So what about that? There's homeless people that are all over the place. There's homeless people disappearing. There's kids disappearing. There's kids getting raped. There's kids getting molested. There's all kinds of stuff going on. What, nobody cares? You got to start there. You got to care. You got to start there, man. You got to start there. Who honestly cares? People like you. That's who honestly doesn't care. Look at the big picture. Look what's going around. Where does it start? Racism. Where does it start? People not liking people. People thinking that people are indifferent and they're going to do bad things to them because they don't like them. So then it trickles down, and then it comes down to kids, and then it comes down to everybody. And then we're in a world that we're in today. You happy about this world that we're living in? You happy when you turn on the news and you see all this turmoil? Does that make you happy? You got to get your head out your asses, everybody. You got to really do it. And I'm telling you, I'm an unsuccessful guy. And I got a lot of stuff to say about you people. You guys really need to, some of you people on here really need to, like, wake up and smell the asshole. Fuck the coffee, smell the asshole. Come on now. All right, we're going to drink this up. Now, I'm not screaming at the camera. We just talking. That's right, Jesus Christ. Shout out to Jesus Christ. Shout out to Jesus Christ, everybody. Yeah, shout out to him. Definitely. God bless. And shout out to the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not sure the ages of anybody, my brother, but some of these 12-year-old kids that are turning 13 that don't have it right in their head because maybe their parents are doing the wrong job, well, you know what? Maybe they need a guy like me that can set them straight a little bit because maybe their parents are failing. Did you ever think of that? Don't call the kettle black, my brother. Don't call the kettle black. Remember that. Don't worry, don't call the kettle black. No, I'm not off my meds, man. You see, you hit a spot. You guys can't just deal with it. That's all, because you've had nobody talk to you like this. You've had nobody sit you down and really put all this, because you're not getting what I'm saying. It's going over your heads because you just can't comprehend it. You haven't lived long enough to learn it. But watch the world you're living in and watch what goes on, and you'll see what I'm saying isn't so far off. Well, hey, we all have a right to our opinion, and I appreciate y'all on that. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Because see, you're wrong on that. Because we should be able to talk like this. I wouldn't be yelling at somebody like that. I'd be talking to them, agree to disagree, and we end up being friends after all. Now if he wants to throw a shot at me, then he can get what he can get. I'm not afraid of nobody, so it doesn't matter. I'm not afraid of anybody. So you can do what you want to do. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, so what we're doing here. What's wrong with them teeth, huh? Yeah, they look crooked. I haven't brushed it yet. Like I said, I rent a basement apartment, and I have a couple guys that live upstairs with their girlfriends, and then one comes in and out. So I just like my own spot, so I rent the basement. Yeah, of course I do hygiene. I drink a lot of apple cider vinegar and coffee and stuff, so my teeth won't look nice and white until I brush them. And I haven't done that yet, so I'm sorry. See what happens when you guys look like at 48. Now, I don't drink any alcohol. No alcohol at all, my brothers. That's the devil's juice. I don't drink that shit. I don't drink any alcohol, everybody. Matter of fact, I haven't drank any alcohol in I don't know, over 5 years. Or 6. It sometimes gets chunked up. We got a whole lemon in here, half a lime, half a green apple, and a small clove of garlic today. Now I pay my own rent. Sorry. Mommy doesn't pay my rent. I pay my rent. A lot of trolls on here. Keep it coming. I love it. Be back in a minute. I'll take it with me. Yeah, I wish my mom paid my rent. If my mom paid my rent, I'd just go back and live at home. So why don't I live at home? Because I can't. So if my mom paid my rent, I'd be living at home. I don't know. David Blaine's a good-looking guy. Maybe he's my brother. Yeah, I don't like getting older. I am kind of mad. Matter of fact, you're right. And please subscribe. I am a little mad I grew up. I don't like getting older. I'm 48, and it's hard to deal with, you know. So you could be right on that. But hey, listen, man. I'm just trying to do the best that I can, you know. Can't you see that? You know, see that I'm trying to do the best that I can. I'm not a bad guy, you know. Non-confrontational. I don't give anybody any attitudes. Treat everybody with respect, you know. Yeah, unfortunately, not much anymore, man. 150 for 10. Yeah, a little bit about the life cycle, too. How old do you think I look? And that's the smaller arm. That's the smaller arm. How old do you think I look? I think I look like I'm 50. Nah, 48. Yeah. I don't have much muscle though. Matter of fact, there's a lot of 12 and 13, 14, 15-year-olds with way more muscle than I have. So, that doesn't offend me. Oh, well, here's my other arm. Yes, I was misunderstood my whole life, my man. How you doing, Shannon? Welcome. And if you can, please sub up. How we doing? I hope you did all right. this is gonna be hot now. Son of a gun. Oh, man, here we go. All right, everybody, this is how it's gonna look. Here it is. Now what I like to do, we got 1 whole lemon, half a lot of clove of garlic, half a green apple. And I recommend this olive oil. Very good olive oil to use. I'm going to put 2 in there. As always, Shannon, as always. Where are you from, Shannon? All right. So we go 1. We're going to go 2. All right, so we got 2 in there. Now, there we go. All right. What the heck happened here, man? Sometimes it still spits everywhere. Come on, man. There we go. Alright. Yesterday, the whole thing leaked everywhere on me. Everywhere. It's terrible. The thing leaked everywhere. Alright. Nah, no wife, no girl, nothing. I don't use any cologne. I don't wear cologne. I shave everything there under my arms. I use a crystal deodorant. Never stink unless I work out for an hour and sweat and stuff. But I don't stink at work when I sweat or nothing. And I'm not into cologne, so I don't wear it. All right, let's do it up. I should. Oh, that's yeah, that's really warm. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, I work for a food pantry. And yeah, I help a lot of people. I do home deliveries. I do food pickups for Food Share. I work in the pantry. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. Work well with the clients. Give them extra when they need it. They all love me. I help feed a lot of people, and I actually go over the top to help these people because I've been there, and I'm kind of there now. So I do whatever I can, and if they need any extra toilet paper, oil, or whatnot, I'll try to find it for them and give it to them because I care a lot for those people. One thing Food Tray Mike does is care a lot for individuals. So always try and want to help people, always. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I always want to try and help people, Yeah, definitely. That's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad all's doing well. Thanks for hopping on that live. Whoops. Hey, how we doing, Connie Thomas? Welcome. If you can, please sub Food Tray Mike. I do food ASMR. Yeah, a lot of hate in the world. It's too bad. That's why I try to. That's why sometimes I was a little out of hand and alive today but I get since there's so much hate and so much bigotry and so much just so much bad stuff going on. Charlie Kirk, the school, the kids praying, getting shot up. All this bad stuff, all this stuff I see at the pantry, all these people in need. A lot of times the volunteers that I work with, say just really rude things to these people. And I just have a hard time. So, like, sometimes I just have a low tolerance. And with having a low tolerance, I may fly off a little bit. I'm a little, not aggravated today, but my throat's kind of bothering me. I'm not feeling the best. You know, I had a good work. I had a good work. Well, I didn't work out actually. Um, I mean, I kind of did a little something, but it really wasn't a workout. So I didn't really call it one. But I just have a low tolerance. I don't like that racist stuff. And sometimes it just gets me over the top with when I look around the world and everything's so over the top. It's like, damn, man. It's like, can't people just shut off? And if you're spitting stuff like that and you're a young 12, 13-year-old kid, I put my lives on not for kids. If YouTube doesn't, you know, I mean, if there's not a way that things can be done and 12-year-olds are using another phone or whatever on a live or whatever, I don't know the ages of anybody. I'm not threatening nobody, but I mean, if somebody's going to make a comment, well, then maybe their parents aren't doing the right job. And I'm doing a right job by trying to let people or let them understand that, hey, it's not right to be like that and stop talking like that, you know? Well, thank you, Shannon. So Shannon, yeah, thank you, Shannon. Yeah, no, this is a whole lemon, half a lime without the skin, whole lemon with everything, skin, seeds, everything, and a half a green apple with 2 tablespoons apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna try. It's very hot because I was blending it so long. Oh, we're getting there. Hold on. This way here. I can put this. Save this for tomorrow. Should be all right. But how have you all been? You all been pretty good. Very good olive oil to use. If you're interested, very good. All right, man. Yeah, thank you. You too. And yeah, if you can sub up and watch my videos, let me know what you think. Definitely appreciate that. God, it's gross. Alright, everybody, come on, sub up, Food Train Mike, give me the fade. Come on, come on, come on, give me the love, give me the sub, give me the love sub. Oh yeah, do it for me. Now I'm going to take a little peppermint oil. Also, a little peppermint oil. Now I like the peppermint oil because it kind of just makes it feel nice and cool after all this acidic stuff I'm drinking. Alright, hold on, I gotta wash my hands. Yeah, how are you? Welcome. Just making a blend. If you can, please sub up Food Train Mike. And if anybody hasn't, please sub up Food Train Mike. Just finished this blend a little bit. God, it was really gross. Oh, it was like warm. Hold on a minute. Yeah, it's a Doppels. All right. Should probably put some honey in this. Probably make it better. How are you, Laura? Oh. Let's put this back in the. slacking on my blend, so I've been really trying to get them in. You know. That was a tough one. Dang. Jeez. That's it. Oh gosh. It's pungent, man. Man, that's so good. What do you mean? Don't drink it? It's a health drink. No, it's not aged urine. No, no, no. It's whole lemon with the skin, the seeds, and everything. I did a half a lime. I take the lime skin off because I don't like the lime skin. I did a small clove of garlic, some apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of this olive oil. But I'm curious, what do you think of the aged urine? Because I've been seeing so much about it. I learned about urinoscopy in high school, but now with all this YouTube stuff going on, you're seeing these guys drink this aged urine or, putting it all, going in the shower, spraying it on them, putting it on them, or going outside. It seems that it's beneficial because it has the stem cells in it. I don't think urine would be toxic. Urine is obviously a byproduct, but if it has stem cells in it, and if you age it, you're fermenting it. And yeah, I don't know. I got to research it more. I got to research it more. Definitely do. Could be. Yeah, well, it could be. Could be counterintuitive. Yeah. Yeah, but no, it definitely was. Definitely a little health blend. But if you can, please sub up. I do food ASMR. So, yeah, it's pretty much, what I do. But I hope everybody's having a, happy Monday. Good Monday, anyways, I meant to say. You know. Yeah, I'm actually not a liberal, and I'm not a conservative. I'm really not anything. I just see things the way I see them and speak upon it. I definitely couldn't stand Biden. But yeah, I don't know who timed you out, and I'm sorry, but yeah, and I really don't think black people are. I think they can be, but if your culture was repressed and oppressed and bigoted against, and you had to sit at the back of the bus and drink from a different water fountain, etc., how would you feel? Especially in the world we're living in today. You know, Karen, I see you. It's tough to hear what you don't want to hear, so you got to leave. I understand. When you don't want to hear what you don't want to hear, you got to get out. Because when you know somebody's right and your own ego takes over, and then you got to fight with your ego, you're going to realize that you're up shit's creek because you can't win because you're fighting against yourself where your you know, where your conscious knows you're right, but your subconscious is telling you different. So you're in a mad state of confusion. So take care, Laura, and I hope you can find some education behind you. Yeah, well, well, if you give me a sub there, Skid. Well, let me know next time, Laura, who that is, and I'll unmod him. Do you know the name of the mod? Because I can unmod him now. I don't like people really to get people off my channel because I don't get them off, you know. Well, that's all right. Next time it happens, I'll see it and I'll unmod them. I apologize for that. I like everybody to stay on unless they get too crazy, and then I usually do that. But a few of these people I've modded, I don't think they should be mods. So I definitely apologize for that, Laura. It's not right. All right. Hey, how you doing? Not bad, thank you. And if you're not a sub, please do. Definitely appreciate that. How are you doing? Yeah, all right, Mike, you're back. All right, Laura, I like that. Well, everybody, please sub up. Definitely appreciate it. And, Mike, if you can't, please sum up. All right, everybody, I gotta go, though. I shall be back. Now I have a tendency to do that, though. But all right, everybody, please sub if you can. You know. That was a nice one, huh? Yeah. But yeah, please sub if you can and watch the vids, and I'll definitely be back. Thank you.